Minaj. Come on, let's get back to it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nicki Minaj, Turning Point USA. She went out there. By now you've seen it. I got a bunch of phone calls about it.
I bet.
I'm out. I'm done. That was it. Sorry, I'm gone. I'm gone. That's it. The last dance. That was the last candle on the cake for me. Sorry, Barbs. Sorry, Nick. Don't call me, don't text me. It is what it is. Sometimes how y'all move around out there does have an effect on how I view you, and this was one of them things. I'd be a fool to think that you didn't consider that before you did it.
I'm sure.
Which just says to me that you really don't give. I'm even more baffled. I don't even know how much of this conversation I could have. But they're so anti-transgender, which is confusing to me because I've been to the Nicki concert.
That's the thing. Yep.
I'm so confused by so much of what was said on that stage.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, hoping that maybe it was going to be impartial or there was a reason, but she was just echoing a lot of that you would expect to be echoed.
I remember
highly disappointing.
Oh, same. Extremely disappointing.
I'm not disappointed.
Very, very anti-black of you. Very anti-black of you. Let's just call it is. You were saying?
Oh no! I'm not disappointed just because I've come to expect
had no expectation.
Yeah, or I expected that. Unfortunately, I remember when I first criticized Nicki a couple months ago, and I said she's doing these MAGA talking points. She sounds like a MAGA person, and the Barbs came after me like, "Why are you saying she's MAGA just because she cares about X, Y, and Z?" Is she MAGA now? She's at a Turning Point conference. She's talking to Charlie Kirk's wife.
Talking about how handsome Trump is.
No, she went crazy.
She also called J.D. Vance an assassin, which is a weird thing to say
crazy.
to the woman whose husband was just assassinated.
That was a very awkward
it was just, you could
30
pick any
seconds.
other word. Right. It was like, oh, what is happening here?
Didn't she all little girls mattered when talking about it was a hot ass mess on that stage.
It was.
That's exactly
like there's no way to sugarcoat it.
Right.
I'm done. I'm off.
And I think part of that is because we respect Nicki's mind and her autonomy. In other words, I don't think she's being duped. I don't think she's a patsy. I think she knows exactly what she's doing. She's making a choice, and I strongly disagree with that choice. And so I can't rock with it. I still think she's a great MC. She's probably top 10 ever for me. Male, female, dead, a lot, whatever. I think she's just a great artist. But the choices she's making in life are
culture is being held captive by influences, songs,
Which
and role
influences?
models. I mean, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about like glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly. I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's who do you get your art from? It's what values are they putting forward? It's
yo, it's Big Ant the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I had a link in the description where you can watch the clip in the beginning in full from the Joe Budden podcast, episode 889, The Zeus of Nazareth, as it caught a lot of steam today all over the internet, Instagram, Twitter, people reposting, resharing, because Joe had to make that call. As he said, he got a lot of phone calls from what Nicki Minaj had to say in her Turning Point USA appearance. And with the relationship that they have had before, she'd been on his podcast a few times. Everybody who follow rap, including myself, will acknowledge Nicki Minaj is one of the top female rappers ever, one of the top rappers ever. But when she went out and did this, you got to call it for what it is. And with this circulating right now, a lot of people are running away from the real conversation. Everybody got their own opinions and feelings and what they think of it. The stuff that she went up there and said was anti-black, but it was coded. I don't listen for people to tell me like directly what it is no more. Nobody calls you who racist or things like that. They don't tell you directly anymore, we're better than y'all. We're superior than you, more superior than y'all. We're smarter than y'all. We're over y'all. Y'all are beneath us. They don't say it like that. They use code words. Nicki Minaj appeared on this show and talked in every single point that they wanted for her. Now, we don't know what the whole motive is. That's why the stuff is coming up with the sexuality audience that she had, that she really spoke out against, because for all these years, you've been in support. You would go at anybody that would call that group of people out, but now all of a sudden, you will go against that. This is what we're saying, that there's something going on behind the scenes. Also, the anti-black talking points, where she went all lives mattered, looks and descriptions, and acted like black people even play a role in tearing down other people's looks. You don't do that. That ain't cool. That ain't what's up. You're going over there and you're pandering to an all-white audience. And let's be clear, a lot of that audience, for y'all that want to play dumb and numb and lost to what she went on there and said, they don't even like her. Charlie Kirk was calling Nicki Minaj out. There is a clip where he came back and said when she put out certain tweets, he was with her, but he didn't like rap. So you going over there with that now? Are you finna quit rapping? No, you're not. Are you gonna stop doing music? No, you're not. Your content in your rap music is your rap music. You have these sexualized songs. You have done and said things that people should not be doing, because he called out what rap is and certain topics and certain conversations of rap. You were just a woman on Twitter talking about people's babies and kids just a couple months ago. Now all of a sudden, hey, I'm coming on here and we don't need to be judging people about their looks and this and this and that, and black women, who are we to do this and what we had to overcome and do. All that old we stuff, this ain't no we stuff. And for the people who just want to try to pick this apart and gaslight and act like they don't know what's going on, I don't care who you vote for or what political side you choose. That's your choice. That's your right. But once you start talking and spewing anti-black stuff and saying things that are factually incorrect and you gaslighting, then I'm going to call it out. But other than that, vote for who you want to vote for. I can care less. Now, people is giving different reasons why they feel that this is being done. People are saying you're clearly over there for some type of favor, some type of payment, some type of understanding. And then, my audience last night hit me to it. They feel like that she was wearing an earpiece during this whole segment on stage with them. And that's why her words was off. Nicki Minaj sounded high. She sounded high. She sounded like she loaded a little bit. But she knew what she was doing. She knew what the goal was. They prepped her for this. They talked to her about this. Even her using the word assassin is like, wow, why would you go up there and say that on that stage? But they couldn't get all the way through there. A lot of the Charlie Kirk fan base is saying he wouldn't have her on there probably, like with everything that she's had, unless she was willing to just come completely denounce her entire rap career. Her fans is still gonna be delusional, still try to find little ways to try to act like this ain't this and this ain't that. But Joe Budden went on and called it directly for what it is. Hey man, I can't sit behind that. They up there pushing anti-black talking points. Charlie Kirk be pushing anti-black talking points. They just gonna code it. A lot of people think they be woke because they'll listen to this stuff and they'll find something that they say that is true or correct, but they will try to purposely miss that other stuff that he's saying and the words that he's using that are directly putting us down as a people. Like, they just are all God and almighty and things like that. So y'all do what y'all do. We got more coming. Nicki Minaj most definitely sold her soul for a pot of gold. We don't know the exact reason why, but it will come out. The internet will figure it out. Why did she really go up there? What was the real point? And her fans, I ask y'all, the stands, are y'all finna let her still ride with that? Because I can feel how I feel about people's sexuality or whatever, right? But if I came on there and said what she said about it and talked against it, y'all be ready to nail me to the cross like I'm wrong. What y'all got to say about her doing it? Then Nicki Minaj don't speak for black people. No rappers speak for black people. You can speak up for black people, but we gonna call it out if you speak out against black people. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.